I exposed when going from trial chamber to trial chamber. And whilst I could hide them all underground, I'm just going to leave them like that. From there I can set off a brand new ominous trial. And yeah, I feel like at this point I have built enough of these to get all of the keys that I'm going to need. Which means it is now time to move on to the next phase of the plan, get so many villagers and so many trial chambers maps, and then I will, without a doubt, be getting a serious amount of notch apples. I've also just quickly collected up all of the keys as well, which means we have absolutely loads of them, almost 100. And for the next phase of getting all the maps, I'm going to head somewhere that you guys won't even know existed. You see, why have one base when you can have another secret one somewhere else? You always need backup plans. So whilst I've not abandoned my other base, I am also using this one. And doesn't it look great? Everything's set up nicely. We've got a lovely little trading system here. And I can't take all the credit. This base is mine and Pangy's. He's online now. He's done most of the work at this one whilst I've been, focusing on those other projects. But now it's time for me to continue Project Notchapple and get all of those maps. As you can see, yeah, the villagers are ready and waiting. I just need to set up an area for their own special spots, and I've decided something. Every single player on the Lifesteal SMP uses string dupers. I don't really know why they were allowed because they're farmable anyway, but if everybody's using them, it's time SP uses them. You see, as they are created and flowed and you get loads and loads of string, you can take all of that and give it to Fletchers, saving you lots and lots of time in getting the emeralds. Don't get me wrong, sticks are great, especially with the wood farm that I had using TNT. That worked fantastically all the time. But this is ridiculously easy. The next update does patch them, but hey, if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I say. That is the best way to get emeralds. We got a stack and a half so easily and quickly. I definitely think all these slots need filling because the amount of emeralds we are going to need to get all the maps is going to be crazy. So yeah, this villager breeder needs to be working at some speed. Yo! I'm working on a video at the moment to get loads of notch apples, but I'm going to destroy the ominous spawners, the ominous bolts, so it probably makes sense, like, when I'm actually going round all of the things, you come with me.
If I come along. Yeah.
We can both get them.
Higher chances for the 100 notch apples as well.
Exactly, like, we can just get loads more as a team, like, we're going to get twice as many.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'd love to join. I'll see you later, Osby.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Good luck.
Good chat with Pangy. He knows the plan, and if we use his help, we will get twice as many notch apples, which is exactly what we want. Even though he'll be helping me get them, I'm not going to let him keep all the ones he gets. No, of course not. But I'll still give him a massive chunk of them. So, I'm going to put do you mind, good sir? As I was saying, I'm going to put a villager in there, and then I'm going to get another one, put him in there, and hopefully by splashing one weakness, I can kill them both. Perfect. Also, be adding my own chests around, I can put loads and loads of emeralds in there. Since with all of the string, I will be getting more and more. And on a side note, these two fellas are looking a lot happier now, so they can join the economy. And now in the next phase of the plan, I'm going to go ahead and craft that cartography table. I'm going to come over here, dig this out a little bit, and very conveniently, we've got redstone ore, which I'm always happy to get more redstone. It comes in handy for so many different builds, doesn't it? I mean, I know I could really just be trading with it, but that would take more villagers. And all these guys, they're getting used for cartography maps. Right here, I'm going to use a cauldron for a fancy little contraption. Right here, I've got honey blocks, which is perfect. Yeah, in this chest, I basically have a load of shulker boxes from my other base. So the honey goes there, with lava inside the cauldron. So basically, any minecart that comes along here will be destroyed and go straight in the chest. And as for the villager, well, after I'm done with him, yeah, he sadly will not make it. I know it's kind of evil, but it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, ladies and gentlemen. So realistically, it is to be expected. Okay, you've given me a Trial Explorer map. That's a great start. I do plan to fill this chest right here to the absolute brim with these maps. Then I'll write out all the coordinates on a spreadsheet and explore them all. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need a lot more glass and a lot more compasses. Also, sorry mate, this is where we don't need you anymore. So, whilst both of those can be got from trading, not from trading with you, but trading with you, look at that. We can get 11 of them very quickly. If we had more emeralds, we could get even more. Same with the glass, let's top up on those. Yeah, whilst trading is a potential option, I think for compasses, when it comes to the glass, I think I'm going to be best getting a load of sand, getting a load of fuel, then building a super smelter right here in the base, and having loads and loads of glass. My plan for the sand is to use this machine right here. At the moment it has concrete in it, but if I just mine up all of that and instead add sand in its place, when I flick this lever, it's going to send loads of sand through the end portal and I'll have all the sand that I'll ever need. I believe it was Prince Sam that made this machine, and yeah, it saves me time when having to build one myself, doesn't it? It's been a few minutes, probably long enough. Let's go ahead and stop it. And once we head through, okay, I'm all the way back at this base. So in theory, all the way up here at spawn, loads of sand should have come through, flown into these hoppers, and look at that. This chest has got plenty. Loads more here. Loads of concrete as well if we need that at any point. I actually don't have enough space for all this sand. So it's times like these I have to make a new shulker box, and then that can be filled, and so can a second one too. I actually managed to build 3 of them. I didn't think I'd end up with that much sand, but I'm certainly not complaining. I'm very, very happy with that. And with that out of the way, we can also make use of this lava farm, because that's what I'm going to use for fuel. With the amount of sand that I'm going to be turning into glass, I feel like that's going to be the most effective thing. With these cauldrons nicely filled, plus a little bit extra from the nether, that gives me all of the lava that I could possibly need. Now, I don't really know what is planned for these other rooms, but I don't think there's too much going on in here, is there? So I'm just going to mine up a bunch of cobbles so that I can make some furnaces. And then I'm going to have a bunch of hoppers all going to that one, which is then nicely pointing into this chest. All the way around, there shall be furnaces on top, with more hoppers above them. And then on top of everything in the very middle, there will be a chest boat. Now I can fill all of the furnaces with lava. And once I add in a load of sand to the chest boat, very, very quickly, it all starts smelting and coming through. And with that, I'm as ready as I'll ever be to get loads and loads of maps out of here. I can keep on trading for more emeralds from these guys, and I can turn all the glass into paint. Then we just simply collect up the villagers, do the necessary trading, and collect the maps. And it's just a case of rinse and repeat. See you later, mate, and welcome to the next villager. I've just successfully got map number 9, and I've had a slight idea to speed up proceedings a little bit. Because at the moment, I'm having to take the minecarts from this chest and regularly replace this dispenser so that they don't run out. So I'm thinking I could make a little modification right here with a hopper and then also a chest filled with minecarts. Next, I'll run a nice little redstone line along here. I know it's not the prettiest, but it's not going to be here forever. And that should connect to the dispenser. And when I push this button, sorry, it's been waiting for that moment for some time, hasn't it? But yeah, another villager comes round. Look at this guy. I don't even have to move now. I just trade with this guy, get what I want, and push this button. He goes there, and the next one arrives ready for his new career, which lasts a grand total of about 30 seconds. Look at this guy. He refuses to work. He probably knows what's coming, doesn't he? I'm guessing the real reason is... Oh, never mind. Is that a change of heart? Well, that's a good thing, good sir. But in hindsight, it would have been better for you if you just didn't go to work. Oh my goodness, we've run out of adults already. There's literally 2 baby villagers and another child right here. Yeah, don't worry, okay? You really need to grow up before you can start your career. So I think my best bet will be to craft a few more composters. And then in this place here, I'm going to place them down and then block this up with trapdoors. Now, any baby villagers won't be able to escape and try and go to the beds. Instead, they'll stay in here and eventually become farmers themselves, really speeding up the villager breeder. In the meantime, this little fella has grown up nicely. Was it really worth it, mate? I'm gonna guess not. And I'm now officially out of villagers until these guys breed some more. Plenty of time has passed and the breeding's been going well. Look at all these villagers. Got loads of them, and that means I can keep getting loads of maps. I've just kept trading away, and we've got a full double chest worth. I think that is more than enough for now. And I also spent a load of time with Durapchu and Pangi getting loads and loads of keys. The reason for that is because if there's more players, you get more keys when using my farms. And this is my total amount. Now just look at it. Over 6 stacks of ominous keys. It's actually crazy. Although the craziest thing is probably doing the travelling around to find all of the trial chambers. So I'm going to grab 5 maps for now. And these should be the 5 nearest trial chambers to where we are right now. Oh, but you think I'm going to travel to the 5 nearest ones to my base so that anyone watching this on livestream will be able to track me down? Oh, no. Instead, I'm going to find the 5 furthest away ones of the 50. And then I'll be doing the near ones off camera. So, this is the first one we've come to. We're right above it. I don't know what's inside this. What is it? Oh, it's you. Hello. Oh, mending. Well, be free. Who knows how long he's been trapped in there, poor fella. And then I'm going to use the waypoints mod to mark out where we are. It's a mod we're allowed to use, and I've called this one number 1. So yeah, this is the first trial chamber, and I can come back here with the keys later, and I can just find it so easily. And from there, I can discard of the map and fly all the way to the next one. And apparently both of these are outside of the border. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. But this one, on the other hand, is nicely inside the map. And that's basically the main premise of how I'm going to map them out. The reason I'm just mapping them out and not actually going into them right now is because I want to get Durap and Pangy to go through them with me so that if there's more players, I can get more notch apples before I destroy the vaults so that no one else can use them after. But SB737, how will you destroy the vaults? It takes 75 seconds to mine one, which is a little bit long, but there's a much quicker way. A much quicker way that's going to require me to build a bit of a farm for. This farm is pretty simple, but it will require a dispenser. Apparently, I don't have any, and I don't even have any cobblestone. So I'll quickly grab some string. Good thing we've got absolutely loads of that. Then I can make myself a bow, and from there, a dispenser. The dispenser is going to go right here, and it's going to have a hopper on top with a chest there. This chest is going to be full of bone meal. I think maybe you can see where this is going, or maybe not, who knows. I'm also going to need dirt. It's really hard living at the bottom of the world, because I can never find anything that I want, and it's not like I can just easily grab some dirt either. I have to put in actual effort and go out and collect some. But yeah, the dirt goes right there. I get this chest filled with the bone meal, and then right here there'll be a couple of observers connected to a piston. That's just basically the on-off switch. So that turns it off, and that turns it on. Alright, perfect. But we're going to need more than that to make it work. And in this shulker, I've got just the thing. Yes, a red mushroom. So we place said mushroom there. We flick it on. We kind of get slightly damaged. But what on earth just happened there? I accidentally mined up the chest. Okay, yeah, slight design flaw there, SB737. Oh, no, wait. It broke the chest. I didn't know that a mushroom will break the chest for you. That's actually very cool indeed. Also a little bit concerning, so what we need to do is just move things around a fraction so that doesn't happen again. And then you just place your mushroom right here. It'll grow. Okay, it happened again. You know what? Forget it. To be honest, we can just fill the dispenser with bone meal and it'll have more than enough. I'm just being an idiot about it, really. So yeah, it grows. You harvest up all of the mushroom, and then you just rinse and repeat. And you can get so much mushroom very fast, especially since I have Fortune 3 on the pickaxe. I don't know how much I'm going for. I think I'll get probably 4 stacks. That ought to be more than enough. Perfect. Yeah, I got a little bit carried away there, but let's turn it off. I'm going to put this here so that everybody knows this is a mushroom farm, and by everybody, I basically just mean Pangy. And then I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works. Whilst I'm here, I think I'm going to try and grab another shulker first and load it up with a bunch of maps. And then I just simply need to mine up some dirt. Honestly, don't know why I'm doing it with my fist like a peasant, but anyway, let's keep going. But yeah, the method to then remove one of these bolts, as you can see, I've searched it and Pangy and Durap have searched it, so there's really no use me keeping it here. So what we do is we add the mushroom, we bone meal it up, and look at this fella right here. But with enough, I think it should work. I mean, I don't know if there's enough roof space. Okay, we used up a little bit too much bone meal. Let me just mine the roof out. But yes, with enough bone meal, you can break the spawner. Look at that. It is just gone that easily. And to be honest, I don't know why I built a mushroom farm, because I can just bone meal them, collect up more mushrooms that way. But I thought it's nice to have a surplus and not have to jump there to collect them. And from there, I can just rinse and repeat. For example, I know there's another one down here that is, again, easily destroyed. And that is what I'm going to do. As I collect the notch apples on the server... Okay, well, I completely missed that. But yeah, as I use the vaults on the server, I'm going to make it so that nobody else can use it, thus limiting the amount of notch apples available more and more. There will still be many trial chambers left even after using all of these, but as time goes on, I can weaken the amount of them available more and more, and who knows, maybe one day I can loot every single trial chamber on the server. So yeah, that is the plan, and once I've destroyed this one, they've now all been removed from this chamber, and then I can enter the next one, destroy them all, and finally destroy all of the ones in this chamber too. And with that out of the way, I can now focus on mapping out the locations of all of these maps. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll definitely be worth it in the end. And I've now added waypoints for every single trial chambers map that I had. Some were outside the world border, and occasionally some pointed to the exact same place. So in total, I've got 29 that I can search. Pangy and Giraffe also helped get a load of the coordinates, by the way. Just thought I'd say that. So my idea is to use a villager breeder at spawn because there was one underneath Pangy's house. Yeah, it's not the most secret base in the world. Here we go. There's quite a few villagers here, so if I get maps from them in this position, it'll show me a whole new area of trial chambers, which will be perfect to add to the search. The only issue with this, really, is the fact that it's quite a slow breeder once again. So I'll make a load more beds and get them all placed down. Then I just need a few more composters. 22 is not what I need. I need about 6, but you know what? We'll just roll with it. And from there, this is as ready as it needs to be. I just